Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. Thank you for watching my videos. It's Mike. It's January 21st, 2009. I'm currently sitting in a hotel room in Sunnyvale, California. Today I'll be at our corporate headquarters out here in California for a full day of technical training on what's new in our newest products, so that I can have an understanding of this to explain it to our customers. Yeah, which means that the next few days you probably won't get much, if any, updates out of me. So it's just because I'm really working very, very hard, trying to make some money for my company so that we don't all go broke. But anyway, yeah, so I'm in Sunnyvale today, and then the next 2 days I'm in San Jose for 2 more days of meetings. Again, full sales meetings, and they're 2 days non-stop. And then and Friday night we're having our annual party. It's a little thank you to our the employees, and they can bring along their wives and everything, or partners, whatever. Sadly I can't, but that's fine. And then I'm Saturday morning getting up quite early and flying to Toronto. So I will be very quiet over the next few days. This isn't because I'm hiding or anything's happened to me. I'm just very, very busy. So, a couple of news stories that are basically a couple of things in the economy people should be looking at. Now, the first thing, of course, is the banks. The banks in the UK, in Asia, in the United States have all tumbled, starting to crumble like a big, stack of cards, not quite held up very securely at the base. And you should expect this to continue through the week. Within the UK, I would expect pretty soon the UK government is either going to nationalise or buy even more of the banks before the week's end. The pound is dropping dramatically against the dollar. This is primarily due to an analyst or an advisor, a financial advisor called Jim Rogers, and he basically said, sell any sterling you might have, it's finished. And he's referring, of course, to pound sterling, not to silver. So for those folks out there that are thinking in the States, maybe I can stick my money somewhere else, don't put it in the pound, do not put it in the euro. If you want to put it somewhere, put it in the yen, put it in Japan. I wouldn't bother buying treasuries, but if you want, you can. It's a good place to hide your money for a few months, but I wouldn't suggest it. I was passing through Canada yesterday. On my travels out here, hang on a second. On my travels out here, I flew via Calgary, of all places. Calgary is a big oil town. There's a lot of oil in north of Alberta, so Calgary was there. So I picked up a couple of newspapers, Globe and Mail, which is a Canadian newspaper again, and the National Post. Now I must say, the National Post is actually an excellent paper. I really like the Financial Post in the middle of it. Because they actually try to tell you stuff that a few other places are telling you. So I'm going to include a link to those 2 sites. Canada's having similar problems, but it's not quite as bad. Someone asked me, okay, what's happening with the banks in Canada? Okay, the big banks, the very, very big banks, are in decline, but they're not as bad as the States, and they're certainly not as bad as the UK. There is one bank that I think will not have any problems in Canada, which is ING Canada. But who knows what happens if something happens over in Holland. ING itself worldwide is a very good bank. I mean, everything's relative, isn't it? And of course HSBC is very, very good. But it's been taking a bit of a beating over in Asia on question marks around the Asian economy and whether that's going to survive much longer. So, where to put your money is generally the kind of question I'm getting. Well, you know what I think. I think you should buy gold, and I think you should buy silver, and I think you should bury it in a tin in the back of the house, in the back of the garden, and just leave it. If you do this, if you do buy gold and silver, be careful you don't put it in security boxes. Security boxes in banks, you may think it's your property, but it isn't. The government is allowed to go and check to see what's in these security boxes, and if there is any kind of, return to the 30s nonsense about seizure of gold, then you don't want them to know you even have it. So, anyway, but it's just my thoughts, and who knows, I might be completely deranged. I'm a madman. There's a madman on the television. Keep your children away. Okay, folks, everyone have a good day. Caution is required, but do not panic. Things are afoot, things are happening as we expected, and indeed, Obama may have great plans, but he's being very fuzzy about describing it, and the markets aren't very happy about that. So perhaps President Obama will now come out and actually tell us straight out what he wants to do. And then we can really see how the market reacts. At the moment, the market's just, he hasn't really said anything. One other thing, of course, unemployment is spiking up in the UK and also in the States. But in the UK, the cooperative financial services, which is a small bank, a cooperative kind of bank, has just acquired Britannia, which is a building society. Now, building societies and banks are, I won't go into that. Anyway, everybody take care. Peace, love, understanding. Think about things. Don't freak out, okay? They're trying to make you freak out. Don't freak out. Just be ready. Cheers.